Good morning, everyone. It's 10:23 in the morning on Saturday, November 15th, 2014. We're here at Houston Media Source to cover Around, a parade on wheels, which is an event that's going to occur in moments at 11 in the morning. As you could see here in the very back, there's a lot of people preparing for this parade that's about to occur in just about half an hour. Houston Chronicle and Houston Arts Alliance. Around Parade on Wheels is a co-sponsored by the Orange Show Center for Visionary Arts, Houston Chronicle, and of course your very own Houston Media Source. Now, for the actual parade, it's going to be happening from 11 to noon. And from 12 to 12:30, there's going to be a block party on York and Sampson Streets between Preston and Inglekeith Streets. Now, this event today is a procession of all things on wheels, just to celebrate diversity, including Houston art cars, slabs, lowriders, cyclists, skaters, paleteros, and much more. After the parade, join us here for the block party on Preston and Robert Streets behind Greater East End Management District, featuring a very special DJ set by Pachuco Boogie Sound System, Felipe Galvan of Los Carnales, presented by Luna Face Promotions, food trucks, and bike valet by Bike Houston. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
If I could get your names and who you're with.
Sure. Marie Jacinto with Houston Arts Alliance.
And I'm Catherine Gonzalez with Houston Arts Alliance.
So how did you prepare for this parade that's going to happen this morning?
Oh, wow. You know, this has been a 3-month project, so we've been preparing for each event as it comes along. But we're actually the communications folks, so we've been trying to communicate to the community, and you guys are doing a great job today communicating what a great parade this is going to be. But people have registered to be in the parade. There are art cars. There are slabs, there are lowriders, so lots of preparation in advance to get everyone on board for this great event today.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, you mentioned slabs and just some of the different vehicles that are going to be here, well representing just the diversity in art in the city. Could you explain to us what a slab is for those that are watching that don't know?
Sure. This tradition actually started right here in Houston. It's spread across the South and across the country, and it's unique to African American communities. And they are the most beautiful cars. It really is an art form. You have to come out today and see it to really understand. If you've never seen a slab, you have to come see what they are. They're the most beautiful pieces of car art that you've ever seen.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. And how about you? How did you prepare for this event?
Well, I'm the volunteer coordinator, and within the last couple of months, I have recruited a certain amount of people to help us with each of our T&R events. And my preparations were just trying to get the word out, making people want to participate and be a part of the events.
Okay, wonderful. Now, you're the volunteer coordinator. How can everyone find out if they want to volunteer for the next one?
Yeah, they can find out on our website, HoustonArtsAlliance.com, in the Transported tab. And we have an Eventbrite website that we have registrations for. I think it's Volunteer with Transported Renewed through Eventbrite. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, ladies, very much, and we look forward to what's going to transpire throughout the day for the parade.
Absolutely. Thank you all for covering this. This is great. Thank you.
Great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that pretty much covers it for Around Parade on Wheels. So we're going to go catch the parade and listen to some of the participants and people that are going to be watching. Thank you for watching live stream on your internet with Houston Media Source.
Hi, this is Joey Guerra on HMS TV, and we are at the kickoff of Around, a parade on wheels. The parade is sponsored by the Orange Center, the Houston Chronicle, and Houston Media Source. I'm the music critic and a pop culture writer for the Chronicle. I'm going to be with you throughout the parade in the East End. We're here at the start of the parade talking to somebody that's going to be at the very kickoff. Tell me your name and who you're with.
Sure. Thank you. My name is Michael Payne with Bike Houston.
Bike Houston, now tell me why it was important for you guys to be involved in this. Why was this something Bike Houston wanted to be a part of?
Yeah, thanks. Bike Houston is a nonprofit working to promote safe cycling in the city of Houston. So we are uniting cyclists. We are converting cyclists into members into volunteers. We are pushing for safer cycling, more protected bikeways. Right. And this is an important part of the city that we want to provide service. A lot of people cycling in this neighborhood. We want them to be able to circulate safely through all parts of the city.
Tell me for you specifically what's special or unique about this area, about the East End?
You know, the East End is it's a neighborhood with a great history, with a lot of change taking place right now, with a lot of creative energy, a lot of innovation. And that's really what Houston is all about. That's what Bike Houston is all about. And for us to make this one of the best cycling cities in the country, we need to unite the cyclists, pull them together, and let the city know that there are people that care about these issues and want to be able to move safely around the city.
What are some things, because I know a lot of people that don't ride bikes, aren't familiar with bikes, it's kind of a foreign land for them. What are some important things for people to know about cyclists in Houston?
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, today we're raising awareness about the 3-foot safe passing law. So this was a law that was passed last year. Basically, you need to give a cyclist 3 feet by law when you pass them. Sometimes that means you need to slow down a little bit when you pass them. Take your time, do that. They're a vulnerable road user, just like a construction worker or a child going to school. Make time for them. That's the main thing.
Now, if somebody wants to get involved with Bike Houston, how would they do that?
So we have a website, it's bikehouston.org. We welcome people to come there. We have a large volunteer group. These are all volunteers coming out today to raise awareness. We do bike valet parking at a lot of events, which is a lot of fun to encourage people to ride their bikes there, park for free, not have to worry about it being stolen. And we also organize rides, things like that. So it's bikehouston.org.
Awesome. Bikehouston.org. Like he said, they're going to be part of the parade. Thank you so much for talking to me. Awesome. We are still here in the East End getting ready for the parade to kick off. We've got lots of entries lined up here. We're going to go talk to some of them. How about this Marines and Navy's car right here? Let's talk to the guy here. Hi, sir. We're with HMS TV. Can we talk to you a little bit about your entering the parade?
Absolutely. Do you want me to get out?
No. You can stay in the car. Tell me your name and tell me a little bit about the car.
My name is Isaac Cohen. After 30 years, I decided to build this dedicated to the American soldiers.
Okay. What inspired you to build it? Why did you take the time to do it?
This is what I do for fun.
Really?
Yes.
How long did it take you to put it together?
A little over 2,000 hours.
2,000 hours. Wow. So how long ago did you do that? How long ago did you build it?
That's about 4 years ago. I just finished building it.
Now, were you in the military? Did you serve?
Yes, I'm Israeli military.
Okay. And why was it important, or why did you decide to take part in the parade today?
This is what I do for fun. That's part of it. I love what I do, and people enjoy that. And if you step back forward a little bit, you watch your head, if you don't mind. And you see something coming down on you.
Oh.
Just kidding.
There we go. Special effects in the parade, people.
Absolutely.
Music too. We're getting a pre-show right now. Awesome. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the parade very soon. Thank you.
Look forward for it.
Thank you. We are moving on to the next entry that is lined up for the parade. I think a lot of people that live in Houston will be familiar with this entry. Here we go. Hello. Just in time for the holidays, it's Pancho Claus and his crew.
Feliz Navidad todos. If you have one, all right.
Now, obviously, a lot of people are familiar with you and familiar with what you do in town. But for those who are not, tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Pancho Claus started in 1981 as a little play for children, but now it's springed into a band, an 8-piece band with zoot suiters and hip hoppers, and it's Christmas parades, a big Thanksgiving Day parade. It's giving away thousands of gifts during Christmas. So.
Yeah. Why now? Obviously, the East End is a big part of your life, your culture, your history. Why was it important for you to take part in this parade?
Well, because we like to consider ourselves all around Houston. We have kids here from Lee High School in the southwest, Davis High School on the north side, Reagan High School in the west side. So we try to hit all the parts of Houston. But Pancho Claus started at Ripley House, a few blocks from here. That's where the play was originally written. And so it's always been a big East End tradition.
Now, if people want to keep up with Pancho Claus, where can they find you? Do you have an online sort of element to what you do?
They can go to PanchoClaus.com, or better yet, these days, Pancho Claus Facebook.
Pancho Claus is on Facebook. You heard that here first. So go to his page, like him, interact with him, and thank you so much for all your time. Thank you so much.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, we're gonna do a tour of the double-decker bus. That's gonna be fun. So let's do that right now. Once again, we are previewing Around, a parade on wheels. sponsored by the Orange Center, the Houston Chronicle, Houston Media Source. Hi, let's talk to the driver here. Tell me your name and tell me a little bit about the bus.
My name is Denise. I'm the driver, and this is a London double-decker original bus, and it drives on the right side. And we do city tours 3 times, 7 days a week, 6 days a week, and it's just it's an adventure, and it's very nice. We have upstairs open top and downstairs cabin also. So, you know, anyone in Houston should come and try it sometime.
How can people find more information, or if they do want to do it, how do they get a hold of you?
They can go to HoustonCityTours.com, also online, and also we hand out brochures to each one of our guests, and we hand them out throughout downtown. But they can go online to Houston City Tours if they want to book a reservation. They can online, or
Now you're driving, like you said, on the right side. I imagine in your normal everyday life you're on the left side.
Yes.
How easy is it for you to switch in between?
Well, I used to drive 18-wheelers, so it was a big difference at first, but it's not hard. I just had to get used to that, you know, being on the right side versus the left side. So everything that I did on the left, I do on the right. But no, I'm pretty much used to it now.
So if we want to take a trip overseas, we take you with us, right?
Of course, of course.
Awesome. Now we're gonna.
I'm your A1 driver.
There you go. Now we're gonna probably take a little tour of the bus. We're gonna walk around and look at some of what's happening in here. I've actually never been on one of these buses, so it's a new thing for me too. Back and forth. I know there's an upstairs. Should we go upstairs? Let's go upstairs. Get a great view of everything that's happening.
Exhibits of dinosaurs in the U.S.
You can see a lot of the cars down here, a lot of what's happening on the street here in the East End. Like I said, the parade is called Around, a parade on wheels. We're going to get started very, very soon. My name is Joey Guerra. You can follow me on Twitter for some of the action at Joey Guerra. Use the hashtags, #TRHOU, #HMSTV. We are live right now online and on TV. I kind of feel like I want to do like a Titanic pose from the end or something, but we'll keep that for later, right? We're gonna head back down, look at some of the other entries in the parade. Let's do that. Hi, Carmen. Tell me who you are.
I'm the owner of Houston City Tours,
Okay.
and
Tell me a little bit about Houston City Tours. Why should people look you up and book and take a ride?
because if you've been living in Houston and you've seen Houston from your car,
Right.
when you ride the double decker,
Right.
you're able to see all the beautiful art.
Right.
And we're put in the map because of our architecture.
Yes.
And when you're riding on the bus, you see the perspective of your own city, and it's just so beautiful to view all the art we have around the city.
I was going to say, for people living in Houston, it probably is a great thing to get on something like this and have a whole new perspective of the city, see things maybe you haven't seen before.
Yes, and honestly, Houston is underestimated, but the downtown is such a beautiful place to be, and the action is downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like before, if you lived here all your life, like we're downtown, really not. It's beautiful to see the history. There's so much history about downtown, and I bet if you lived here, you would take the tour, you would find things that you would have never known unless you read a lot of books.
What's one of your favorite things that you've been able to sort of discover as part of this around Houston? What's something about Houston you love?
I love the way the city, the generosity. It was a city that was, a lot of things were given to the city, like Mr. Herman. I'm in love with him. That, he gave what is now the Herman Square, which is where City Hall is, and it's the Hogg family. Everything that the city is made of, it was made of, a lot of generosity.
Right.
And, when I started studying and doing a lot of the research, it's like, wow, this is so beautiful. just people coming together and giving to the city.
Right, absolutely. Now tell me one more time the website where people can find info about the bus and the tours.
It's HoustonCityTours.us. And we also, for Christmas, have a beautiful Christmas tour that we go through River Oaks. And when you ride the double decker, it's amazing. Last year was the first time we did it. We're doing it this year. And it's amazing. You're driving through River Oaks and you could actually view a lot of the inside of the houses, the art, just a beautiful neighborhood, how they put it together.
Just don't get too close, right?
No, not too close.
So fancy tours for Christmas. Thank you so much, Carmen.
Thank you.
For letting us tour your beautiful bus.
You're welcome.
We're gonna
anytime.
head back down and see some of the action that's going on in the street aside from what we've seen. Here we go. Let's see what's happening out here on the street. We've got some of our lowriders. We've got some art cars. Lots of cool people. Look at the color of this car. It's so awesome. I don't know if these guys... Checking out the cars. We're gonna head over here. Here's a really cool one. Let's take a look right now. Hello. Hi, can we talk to you about your car? Yeah. Okay, tell me your name and tell me a little bit about this amazing car.
Well, I'm Jules Cody and I work for the Orange Show. And this car was actually built by Andy Hazel, who's an artist from Wales who came out for the parade last year and built it in a couple of weeks leading up to the parade.
Okay.
And he did another car also, the HAA car, which you'll run into up front with a superhero on top.
How long have you been involved with the art cars and with the Orange Parade, you personally?
Since the very first event.
Really?
Yes.
What sort of reactions do you get from people when you're driving around the street in one of these cars? I imagine they're all over the place, right?
Yeah. And we drove one up to Seattle this summer, and people would pull over on the freeway so they could take a picture from the back and approaching. You know, it was amazing the kind of ballet that goes on the highway when people see art cars and just they want to kind of hang out with them for a little bit.
Now today you're part of Around the Parade on Wheels in the East End. Tell me for you what's special, unique, different about the East End and this area.
Well, the East End has got such an amazing historical history in the neighborhood, and it's been amazing to see a lot of things come around. It's like I remember when I was a kid in high school going to Ninfa's, and it was like that was risky, but you went because it was Ninfa's. And to be able to go, and now with the esplanade that they have on it, and the park and the public space, and it's the center of so much.
Yeah, it's really changing and growing. Thank you so much. Beautiful car. See you in the parade.
Thank you.
We are heading down to the Skateboard Girls. Let's go see what they're doing. They are part of the parade. The parade is going to be starting relatively soon. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. All right. Let's talk to them for a bit. Ladies, let's talk. Hi. Let's talk to you a little bit about what you're doing here today as part of the parade. Tell me your names and then tell me a little bit about what you're doing.
My name's Magnificent. This is Valiant, and this is Gentle.
What was the last one?
Gentle.
Oh, Magnificent, Valiant, and Gentle. Skateboard superheroes, basically, right? Okay. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing as part of the parade today.
Having fun. Yeah. Awesome.
Having fun? All right. We are still walking around, going through some of what's happening on the parade. It's about to start. So we're heading that way. Once again, Around a Parade on Wheels, co-sponsored by The Orange Show, Houston Media Source, the Houston Chronicle, which I write for. Like I said, I'm the music critic and a pop culture writer. I also hosted the Pride Parade for HMS TV earlier this year. That was a blast and crazy. This is a little more low-key, but it's still, I think, going to get popping very, very soon. At Joey Guerra, follow me on all social media platforms. We see lots of people walking around, lots of people getting ready for the parade. We're going to see tons of entries when the parade starts. We're going to see slabs, lowriders, bicycles. We toured one of the buses. We've got some of the art cars lining up. There's a superhero. My son loves superheroes, so I'm pretty sure that would be his favorite car. The parade is going to be starting relatively soon. We've got, we're here in the East End once again, historic East End. The Transported and Renewed series has been going on for a couple of months. They've had a lot of musical events throughout the past couple of months. They've had lots of tours, lots of parades. This is one of the highlights, like I said, around a parade on wheels. The Orange Show, Houston Chronicle, Houston Media Source. We're just waiting out here in the cold for the parade to start. It should be relatively soon, hopefully. I see people with blankets. I see babies in strollers, lots of boots and scarves, people taking pictures. There are cars lining up, getting ready to rev up. I think we see some movement. Something's going to start pretty soon. Here we go. We are back. We are seeing the parade kicking off a little bit. This is once again Joey Guerra with HMS TV, Transported and Renewed Around a Parade on Wheels. We're going to walk a bit with some of the parade and get ready for some of the action. The parade today is part of this Transported and Renewed series, which celebrates Houston's love affair with movement, transformation, and reinvention. It's a contemporary art project organized by the Houston Arts Alliance in collaboration with artists and community partners. It started September 1st, runs through November 30th in the East End, which is a historic neighborhood in Houston. We've got a lot of the cars running and going behind us. We're going to walk down a bit and get to the heart of the parade. The events are all free and open to the public. You can get more information at HoustonArtsAlliance.com. The parade, once again, is part of a nonprofit organization that celebrates movement, transportation, and renewal all around the city. Trying not to get hit by some of these entries in the parade. We're going to try to stay safe. You've got a truck behind me. We've got Buffalo Bayou Invasive Plant Eradication Unit. We've got a paletero bringing up the rear, which is surprisingly popular in the cold weather. But like I said, the parade is part of Transported and Renewed. We've got so many entries that are coming up. There are lots of classic cars. There are lots of lowriders, some slabs, bicycles, classic cars, new cars, buses. We've got tours happening all over the city. So we're just gonna kind of walk down and get to where the rest of the parade is, where the rest of the people are. The Orange Show is a proud sponsor of today's parade. It's a nonprofit with the mission to preserve, promote, and document visionary art. If you haven't been to the Orange Show, please visit it. You can look it up online, orangeshow.org, I believe. It's a great organization. They have lots of amazing exhibits. I've been there in the past. It's definitely a uniquely Houston experience. Like I said, the Baletero who just passed us is really cleaning up. Lots of people out there. I got the cars behind me. Lots of art cars coming up, lots of color, lots of people starting to line up and down the streets, lots of alarms and sirens. But we're gonna hopefully be your guides for the rest of the parade as it goes on, as it happens. Lots of people behind us. There we go, Houston Media Source, Joey Guerra. That's me. Follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. I have my own fan club. So that's awesome. The East End is such a historic district. I grew up actually sort of near this area. I grew up in Denver Harbor, so the East End is very near and dear to my heart. Cops. Part of the parade, don't worry. We've got really cool cars lined up, rolling down the streets. Here we go, walking up and down. Lots of kids that are taking part in the action. She's not in a car seat, but that's okay. I think it's going slow enough. But we've got lots of people here on the street. Let's talk to, are you guys from the East End?
No, actually North Side.
North Side. What made you come out today for the parade?
Because of the cars and the cool, looking at all the bikes and Poncho Claus, of course.
Poncho Claus, of course. Stay warm. Coming out. We're heading down. Oh, here we go. This is my favorite car so far. My favorite car, the disco car.
That's so nice of you.
Does your car have an official name?
Shattered Vanity.
Shattered Vanity. It's about aging, not about your bathroom mirror. That's going to be the name of my first album, Shattered Vanity. You heard it right here, exclusively. Scary car, scary Frankenstein, zombie, art car. Lots of art cars in the parade. Please look up the art car organization if and when you have time. They do so much great work in Houston. There's an amazing art car parade in the city that happens. Here's another car coming down for us. Here we go. We got a really cool dog here. What's that? Betty. The dog's name is Betty. Hi, Betty. Betty wants to be in the parade. Motorcycles. Here we go. The Houston Chronicle, like I said, is one of the sponsors of the parade. It is one of the largest papers in the country, the 6th largest Sunday paper. I write for the Houston Chronicle. I'm the music critic, like I said, but I also cover a lot of pop culture, a lot of entertainment-related events. I hosted the Pride Parade earlier this year, the first live telecast of the parade in its history. That was an amazing experience. It was a lot warmer then. Here we go, the Wave, which is something a lot of people who are nightclub goers in Houston are very familiar with. The Wave takes you to and from where you need to go in Houston. Here's another truck, Make Out, Not War. I can roll with that. More art cars. I think that's a dinosaur on top. I don't want to get embarrassed and say the wrong dinosaur name, so I won't. But something prehistoric, we'll just say that. More people lining the streets. Where are you guys from in Houston?
The Montrose.
The Montrose. What made you come out today for the parade?
Well, who could resist art cars? You have to stand in the cold for an art car any day. Excuse me.
Standing in the cold and eating ice cream too, right?
We're dedicated to art cars and lowriders and cars.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have fun.
What do you think, dude?
You like the ice cream?
Yes.
What flavor is it?
Strawberry.
Can I have some?
No.
No. That's the answer I would have given to you. Thank you. Uh-oh.
Hey. Smell for your 15 minutes, Simon.
You're a popular entry in the parade today, apparently, right?
We're a last-minute addition.
Uh-oh. So what made you decide to come out and join it, even at the last minute? Uh-oh. Don't let the dog fall.
My partner works with Houston Arts Alliance and helped work on this parade, and so we just came out to
support.
Yes, to support, and ended up grabbing a ride on.
Have a good time. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Lots of kids showing us what today is all about. Hashtag HMSTV, hashtag TRHOU, Houston Media Source, hmstv.org. Around a Parade on Wheels presented by Houston Arts Alliance. Lots of kids out supporting, lots of kids on wheels, eating ice cream. Is the ice cream good?
Yes.
What flavor is it?
Strawberry?
Can I have some?
Nope.
Strikeout number 2. This is the second time I've asked. They all say no. There's a Lucha Libre mask on the floor. I'll get it. We're going to head this way, catch the parade on the other side. A surprising amount of ice cream in the cold weather, but that's okay. Houston Media Source is a sponsor of today's parade. You are watching this live broadcast on Houston Media Source. Whether you prefer to watch TV at home or on the go, HMS TV is always available at hmstv.org. It's also home to public access TV channel HMS TV and radio station HMS Net Radio. It's a nonprofit. You can learn more at hmstv.org. Make your own TV show, become famous, become the next Oprah maybe, who knows. So get a close-up of these awesome shoes. But here we go. It's gonna come up, the parade is coming back around in just a bit. We're gonna talk to somebody very important for this parade, Pat Jasper. Pat, how are you?
I'm good, Joey.
Tell me a little bit about your role in everything that's happening here.
Well, this is one of the wrap-up events of a big celebration that's been going on in the East End all fall long called Transported and Renewed. And we've been doing kind of everything that has to do with kind of the city's obsession with movement and transformation and reinvention. And one of the things we've been doing is a lot of parades. Because parades are super participatory and they're a really great way to just engage lots of different kinds of people. And today is Around, a parade on wheels, all things wheels, and we're in the East End. The parade is going up York and down Sampson, and we've got a crazy amazing mix of vintage and lowrider and art cars and buses and bicyclists and paleteros.
Yes.
So we're having a lot of fun.
The paleteros are very popular today, we noticed.
Are they passing out their product? That's so excellent. We were saving them for the block party, but you know, if they're getting used right now, that's excellent.
Did I get somebody in trouble?
No, not at all. And you know, those are the Soul Sisters.
Yes, we talked to them.
Sisters, great, excellent.
They all have really cool names. I told them they need to come up with a name for me. Yeah. The Soul Sisters are all over this parade.
Councilmember Robert Gallegos riding in that unbelievable yellow Mustang. I know! Oh, God. Transported and renewed forever, right, Councilmember? Bike Houston. Bike Houston is a really important organization that really wants to bring awareness to bike issues and protection of bicyclists and the special laws. It says, oh, wow, Frisbee.
Poncho Claus.
Poncho Claus. In his lowrider Cadillac Eldorado convertible. There's Bike Houston.
Yes.
They're promoting the 3 feet. It's a law.
Yes, we talked to them earlier today about that.
And this is Heroes. This gentleman is, of course,
the military. Yeah. We talked to him about the car, which he built himself. He said over 2,000 hours of work into that.
Wow. Look at this wonderful vintage car. There's a vintage car club. It's been really interesting for me to see the lowrider tradition morph into a vintage tradition.
Right.
A mix of both, you know?
Right, absolutely.
Because like that's as vintage as you get, that sweet old Buick, but it's got I think an image of a Virgen.
It's a female form. It's a female form. It's closer to the other Madonna, yeah.
Oh, and this is the Mark Dion.
Buffalo Bayou Invasive Plant Eradication Unit.
which is Art on Wheels. It's a piece done and commissioned by Buffalo Bayou to sort of educate people. Look at this lovely.
So many great cars, all these colors, these bright colors, which are so indicative of Houston and the car culture in Houston that you see in.
There is Mr. Bike Houston.
Yes, Mr. Bike Houston, who we talked to earlier about the 3 feet rule, about their participation in the parade. We just got.
Here comes the paleteros. I don't know if you've got any product left. We were kind of hoping to like.
They were pretty popular. They've been just kind of handing those out. You can see people here with them already. Yeah. Anybody that lives in the East End or anywhere nearby is so familiar with these carts. You see them up and down the streets every day, selling all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we've got more vintage cars coming up.
Stuff has morphed from the lowrider stuff, but they're really joined together because they've got that logo. Here's the green one.
The green one, this is one of my favorites. I love the color. Like I said, this sort of candy-colored car
Very
is
slab.
yes.
Slow, low, and banging.
Slow, low, and banging.
Slab cars are known by their pointy elbows.
We've got art cars, we've got lowriders, we saw some slabs.
Check out those pointy elbows. That's what really
Look at that.
really makes them different.
Here comes one of my favorites, Shattered Vanity, one of the art cars. We talked to her earlier about this car. It's amazing. I love the look of this car.
All right, swing it. See, now you know what they're doing right now, Joey? This is a super slab thing that they're doing. Slabs, when they get together in their unofficial parades, will do this thing of swanging back and forth across the street. And so I love that all these different traditions, vintage, lowrider, art car, slab, buses, they're all going back and forth. They're following that slab model. This guy's motorcycle. I don't know what the heck he calls that skirt, but it looks like
This is called Warm Featherette.
really, I was going to say like
I love the name. It was Freaky Cockroach. That would work too.
And this is the Oldies Car Club. There's a number of members from that group here with us today. They just kind of jumped on the bandwagon and really love the opportunity to be involved. I really love that a whole lot of these people. Now here's Psychedelic Sleeping Surfer or some such thing. It's a 1960s Porsche art car.
Wow.
That's David Duthu, and he's actually got a place here in the East End where he has a number of wonderful old cars and art cars. And here's the Wave.
The Wave.
The incredible shuttle that you can take anywhere.
Yes, I've seen. I know lots of people who take the Wave.
Hey, the Wave is the party way. Is the way to party. You got 5 people. They'll take you anywhere for 2 hours or so. Another great art car.
Yes.
Make out, not war. Hey there's Deb Elliott. She's obviously driving some sort of pterodactyl something or other.
I wanted to say pterodactyl earlier when I saw it, but I didn't want to get my dinosaurs wrong. So I was,
I'm not really
I was
an expert on that either. Neither of us know cars or dinosaurs particularly
Dinosaurs,
well.
dinosaurs.
But heck, we could freestyle, can't we? This is live. And it looks to me like we have maybe a slightly stalled art car.
A slight stall, which happens with cars, but that's okay. That's
Art and
okay.
otherwise.
Yes. Tell people what else is coming up as part of Transported and Renewed.
Well, actually, we're at the very end of our programming season, which has been 3 months long and pretty crazy amazing. Our last event will be next Saturday at the Buffalo Bayou Silos. And I don't want to point that at you. So much for live television.
Here comes our car.
Okay. Hey you, glad to see you running. may have jumped in the parade on his own, to tell you the truth, because I don't recognize him from earlier.
Uh-oh.
But that's okay.
A parade crasher, people.
Unofficial is the way we go, the way we roll.
But if they're on wheels, hey, it's all good.
Absolutely.
It's all good.
So our next event is Saturday, November 22nd at the Buffalo Bayou Silos off of Jensen. And it is just a crazy, amazing art party. It starts at 7:30, goes till 10:30. We'll be doing projections on those beautiful silos, grain silos that sit right there on the bayou. There will be dance performances, there will be music, there will be some interesting surprises. And we're really, this is going to be, nobody's jumping in the bayou. It's way too cold for that and maybe way too, not healthy. But there will be some things going on the bayou, and everybody's welcome. We always have drinks and food trucks, and we invite the neighborhood, we invite the East End, and we invite all of Houston. And of course, it, like everything else we've done with Transported and Renewed, is totally free.
Right.
So we really feel strongly about welcoming Houston on out. We got lots of room to just enjoy ourselves, and the word is that it will be chilly but not really cold,
Right.
and that it'll be sunny and not wet.
Yeah.
So it should be a nice opportunity to kind of put this project to bed, but to party out with it.
Right, right. And if people want more information about Transported and Renewed, the Houston Arts Alliance, where can they go?
Well, for Transported and Renewed, they can go to transportedrenewed.com, and the Houston Arts Alliance is houstonartsalliance.com. We have lots of different programs, so it's worth actually going to our big website and shopping through our grants program, our civic art program, our programs and services, and of course, my very own favorite, since I am the director of it, the Folk Life and Traditional Arts program.
Wow. There you go, Pat Jasper. Thank you so much, and thank you for guiding us through some of this parade.
Hey, this was a gas, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was a literal gas.
A literal gas, yes.
Hi guys, this is Ariana with Houston Media Source. I am the producer for today's live event, and I'm really excited to welcome Joey Guerra as our host once again. We are really excited that you're tuning in to watch Around, a parade on wheels. I want to tell you about another event that's going to be broadcast immediately after this live parade, and that is the East End Street Festival. And they're telling us to get out of the road because they're opening them now, so it would not be a good thing for us to be standing in the middle of the road. If you're enjoying today's program, you should stick around and watch the show that comes on after this live broadcast at 12:30 today. You will see coverage of the East End Street Festival, which was another part of the Transported and Renewed series that you just heard about while Joey was chatting with Pat Jasper. So we invite you to stay tuned to HMS TV. Continue to enjoy this broadcast. We're walking right now actually back to the parking lot where there's going to be a block party where you'll see food trucks. We're going to talk to the food truck vendors. We're going to sample some stuff for you and tell you about its delicious goodness. Unfortunately, we can't let you taste it via TV, but we will tell you how great it is. We're going to talk to the different folks that were in the parade, just varying with the elements here. And we will have so much more to show you and tell you for the next 30 minutes. We hope that you enjoyed the parade. And we are, as I said, walking back towards the block party. You can tweet us at Hugh Media Source, hashtag HMSTV. What's the other hashtag?
It's TRHOU. That's the other one.
And where can people follow you on Twitter?
You can follow me at Joey Guerra, JoeyGuerra. That is my Twitter. That is my Instagram. Find me on Facebook. We are in the historic East End. We just saw an amazing parade. It's still pretty cold, but we're dealing with it, right? We got our scarves. Houstonians freak out when it gets the least bit cold, you know. It's like 50 degrees and people are like wearing 3 shirts and a jacket and a scarf and covering their faces with ski masks, but it's okay. It's all good, right?
But you know what? That's the beauty about the parade being covered live. You could stay at home, nice and warm under your blankets, drinking your hot chocolate, and you still get to experience the parade.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other really awesome events that happen in the community that you wouldn't have access to unless you watched it on HMS TV. So we really invite you to continue to watch. And also, Did you know, Joey, that people can have their own TV shows on HMS TV?
Really?
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
If you could have your own show about anything in the world, what would it be about?
If I could have my own show, well, surprise, surprise, it would probably have something to do with music. So yeah, but I don't know. Music and maybe a few drag queens.
Well, talking about music, we have some exciting artists that are performing later. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about them.
So we have Los Carnales,
Los
right?
Carnales, sort of, I will use the word legendary group here in Houston. They've been around for so long. They've done so many great things throughout the city. They've played pretty much probably every venue in town. They sing in English, they sing in Spanish, a little bit of ska, a little bit of cumbia, a little bit of rock, a little bit of jazz. I've seen them perform multiple times all over the city. Felipe Galvan kills it on the microphone. He's an amazing performer. I think anybody who's into the live music scene in Houston definitely needs to check them out at least once if you haven't already. If you haven't, what's wrong with you? They're going to be part of this event, like we said here. They're going to be on stage, and yeah, just lots of craziness happening, I'm sure, if they're involved, right?
That's right. And this party goes on until, I believe, 2 in the afternoon. So if you're at home and you're wondering, how the heck can I get out there and jam out with Los Carnales, hang out with my boy Joey, you can do so. Just head on over to 410 Roberts. That is where Houston Media Source is located, and that is where the block party is happening. Or you can continue to watch us here from the comfort of your own home. And if you want to continue to watch what happens after this ends at 12:30, so get this, you can go to our website, click on the live stream link, and watch the live stream coverage of the block party. Or you can stay tuned here where you're watching us right now, and you can watch the East End Street Festival, which was really awesome, happened 2 or 3 weeks ago. Also brought on in a partnership with the Houston Arts Alliance and its Transported and Renewed series. There was a live marching band like sound off where they had the band from U of H and a couple other high schools. Then they were jamming and there was a battle of the bands, and it was really, really awesome. So you'll get to see that. You'll get to see some dance performances that happened also. Again, folks, this is the coverage of the East End Street Festival that you can watch on HMS TV starting at 12:30. Or if you want to watch the block party coverage, you just click the live stream link that's on hmstv.org and you can check it out there. So welcome to the block party, y'all. There you go.
It's time to party. Who doesn't like to party on an early Saturday afternoon, right? Get your party on. We're gonna head out to the seeing some of the cars. Pancho Claus is taking his exit. Please look him up. He's an awesome guy. He's amazing. I remember him from when I was a kid, so it's pretty amazing what he does. Let's maybe try to talk to some of these people, some of the participants in the parade, some of these East End residents who are out here. Follow me on Twitter at Joey Guerra. Shameless plugs, shameless plug. So let's take a look at a little bit of what's happening over here. Actually, let's head this way. Look at some of the cars. A lot of these amazing cars are out here. We see one of the Slabs. We see some of the art cars. We see lots of people hanging out. Just a lot of color, a lot of animation out here with these vehicles. So, like I said, if you have never experienced the art car parade or any of the art car stuff, you definitely need to. We've got so many great cars out here, and people who are, look at some of this color. It's amazing. We got somebody here. Let's talk to him about this amazing car. Tell me your name and tell me a little bit about your car.
My name is Paul McRae, and my car is called Dragonfire, and it's it's I don't know how to describe it in art terms, but it's a mixed media, I guess, because it's painted. It's also got performance art, and it also has flamethrowers on it. So it's got some engineering involved.
Now you said performance art.
Well, yeah, performance art. I have a dance floor, and
that's what I was going to ask.
And most art cars, I guess you could, in the broadest terms, could say are performance art. Because we go on parades and on the streets and whatnot.
I was going to say, because that up there looks like it might be able to do some kind of performance on the top of your car.
Sure. In the early days, I have the flamethrowers.
Oh.
And a lot of parades, like this one, for instance, they told me don't do the flamethrowers, and and there were when I'm not doing my flamethrowers, nobody notices my car. So, I came up with the idea to put pretty girls on top of the car, and that would, attract some attention to the car. So it stemmed from that, basically, And one of the girls that danced on the car, she said she wanted to stand up, and so I said, well, let me see what I can do to make that happen, because you can't just stand up, you'd be surfing,
Sure.
It's unsafe, so had to make it safe.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Great car.
Thank you.
Performance art vehicles in the East End. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. We see the motorcycle, which is called Warm Featherette. Love the name. We see Shattered Vanity. What's that? Okay, tell me your name and tell me a little bit about what you do.
Sure. Hi, my name is Angel Quesada. I work with the Houston Arts Alliance. This is Around, a parade on wheels. We gathered slabs, art cars, a variety of things. We had a few paleta carts. What else do we have? We had 3 different types of buses here. DJ right now is Felipe Galvan of Los Carnales, Pachuco Boogie Sound System. Thanks, shout out to HMS TV for putting this on and helping us really, it's like the glue of this.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Greater East End Management for working with us to make this also possible. El Rincon, who's right here, they allowed us to play here as well. We had a lot of fun. A lot of these people didn't know what to expect. I actually didn't know what to expect. I wasn't sure what was going to happen the day of. We had about 30 to 40 cars. Actually, it was about 50 cars yesterday, and it shrunk and grew in some parts. And we had one little fire. And but no, it was a success. I think it was very fun.
Now, on a personal note, what is your preferred mode of transportation in Houston?
Wow. Well, personally, I like bicycling. Bicycling is really great because you can see things that you wouldn't see in your car.
Right.
Although, when I'm in my car, I feel like I'm connected to everybody because I know what they're seeing. It's the mode that it's every person's mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why for you is the East End a special place in Houston? What is different about the East End than any other place in the city?
Well, this project, well, I don't know if you know, but this year is the centennial of the Houston Ship Channel, and the East End Light Rail is getting launched this year too. So those two are bookends for this project. This parade is one of 3 parades, and this is the final parade of the Transported and Renewed series. Around is the parade on wheels. We had a parade on that was marching bands. It was called Afoot, and then the very first one was called Afloat, and that was actually down the bayou. So the bayou and the East End in general is like a hub for Houston's commerce and trade. I mean, this is our connection to the rest of the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great job today. We are still heading around, walking through the parade, or the festival, I'm sorry. The block party is now in full swing. It's just getting started, so people are just starting to get here. Well, we're getting close-ups of some of these amazing cars. So much diversity just in the cars, which is, I think, really representative of Houston as well. We've got lots of cars. The art car, spider car. Let's see who else is out here. Let's maybe head over to the peacock car. So yeah, some of the most colorful cars out here are right here lined up. The peacock car is really cool. This is an amazing, amazing car. Lots of color, lots of work obviously put into what is happening on these cars. The Art Car Parade also happens every year. Check that out if you haven't already. And we got the pterodactyl. The pterodactyl keeps coming up. I think that's a theme today, right? And we did, in fact, confirm, I think, that it is a pterodactyl, so I feel safe saying that. Let's talk to some patrons, some parade people. Did you guys come out to see the parade?
Yes, we did.
Tell me your name.
Laura.
Laura, and your little girl's name? Alyssa?
Mm-hmm.
How old is Alyssa?
4 years old.
So what area of town do you live in?
I live in North Shore.
What brought you out here today? Why did you decide to come out?
The arts, my friend mentioned it, you know, I like to get her out. There's not a lot going on our side, so I like her to see different parts of town.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
there's a lot to do in Houston, so I take her anywhere that's cultural or has different things for her. I take her.
So are you, what's been your favorite car that you've seen so far?
Let me see.
She's looking around, she's surveying, she's making her decision. There's some behind you too.
I have to go with the sparkly one. I like bling.
You and I agree on that one. We both like that one. We're gonna be best friends. So did she enjoy the parade? Yeah. Did you like the parade? She said yes. All in pink, she's so cute. Yeah, thank you so much. We're gonna take a look at this superhero car a little bit. This is another art car. It's a superhero car. It is hashtag superhero car. So it is literally the superhero car. At orangeshow.org, more information. It's got lots of blinking lights. He's got a cape. He's ready to roll. There's a Superman inside the car. Part of the Transported and Renewed Around parade on wheels. Hi. Can we talk to you guys real quick? Have you guys been pushing the cart around most of the time? Okay. I was talking about this earlier. I think this was pretty much the most popular part of the parade, right?
I think. Well, it's free ice cream, so I guess.
Tell me your name a little bit about what you've been doing out here.
I'm Tia. I'm an intern at Houston Arts Alliance. We have our tent is over there, and I signed up to volunteer, and so far I've just been I was folding shirts. We're giving away free shirts and promo bags.
And then you were promoted to ice cream.
To ice cream.
She got the ice cream promotion.
Ice cream through the parade. And now she's the most popular person in the parade.
Surprisingly popular on a cold day, right?
Yeah, I know. All the little kids love it.
Yeah. So what made you want to be part of the Arts Alliance? Why did you decide to work with them?
I mean, I'm applying for college, so I want to get some volunteer hours to look good on my resume. So Houston Arts Alliance they're really nice. Yeah, I got HSPBA, so yeah.
What are you doing there?
I play euphonium. I play the euphonium.
Okay. So what has today been like for you? What has the experience been like of being in the East End and being part of this?
It's pretty lively around here. All the families are coming out, and I've never been in the East End before.
Oh, this is your first time?
Yeah, I live in the West.
This is her first time in the East End, people.
Yeah, so it's like a little party over here.
Yeah, it's a party, right? Right? Yeah. A party with ice cream. Thank you so much. Save me one of those. Thank you so much for coming out. Houston Arts Alliance Around, a parade on wheels, part of Transported and Renewed on HMS TV. Continue to watch as they show you more events from today, from earlier, through part of the Transported and Renewed series. Please continue to watch and support. Follow me on Twitter at Joey Guerra. Follow Houston Media Source on Twitter. Look them up. If you want to shoot a show, if you want to become famous, look them up. They can show you how to use all these tools. It's been an amazing day. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for watching. Like we said, you're going to have more on the live stream a little bit later. But thank you so much, and we will see you very soon.
The after party here at Houston Media Source. We just watched the car parade earlier today, and I'm about to speak to Felipe Galvan. Felipe Galvan? Hi, how are you doing?
Doing all right.
Good, good. So I just wanted to ask you a few questions. I know you're busy DJing. So tell me, how did you hear about this event?
Well, actually, Mr. Felipe Galvan, he's a master of ceremonies over here, but I provided the sound for him.
Oh, and your name?
Roberto Rodriguez.
Okay, and what do you do here, Roberto?
I'm providing the sound for the DJ.
Okay, excellent. And how are you enjoying it?
Oh yeah, definitely. All day.
Awesome, thank you. Mr. Galvan. Orale, how are you?
I'm doing all right, bro.
Good, good. Oh, doing well, thank you. And tell us, how did you first hear about this event?
Well, I grew up here, so if you grew up here, you know about the Art Car Parade, so it's like legendary, you know, it's legendary history, it's Houston history, so if you don't know about it, you must not be from here, so I grew up hearing about it all the time. Now I got the privilege to spin some records whenever all the cars come to the stopping point at the end, and it's an honor, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So what was your favorite part of this parade here?
Well, I didn't get to see it because I had to be here setting up, but I had been before. Just the creativity, you know, how you know, Houston has so much, you know, creativity, and everybody goes out and once a year everybody gets to see it. So that's real cool, you know. It's a family event, you know. Whenever I wasn't spinning records, I've been out with my kids, and it's like everybody has fun, you know. It's a good family event, you know.
What are you spinning now?
Right now, let's go bacon fat. But I spin a lot of like roots 1940s and 1950s, Latin and American and Jamaican and Caribbean music, you know. I call my sound system Pachuco Boogie sound system, and it's a little bit of 40s and 50s, a little bit of 60s, but mainly roots music, you know. A lot of mambo, danzón, cha-cha-cha, boogie-woogie, calypso, reggae, rock steady, ska, you know, and just mix it up. I mean, I grew up a punk rocker, so I put some Clash, because you cannot, you know, you cannot go wrong with the Clash, you know, because their music was a reflection of all the roots music, you know. So that's pretty much what I do.
Okay, and we just spoke to Felipe Galvan with Los Carnales. Thank you very much.
Órale, también I also in the band Los Carnales. And when I'm spinning here, it's normally what I would spin at my house, but I like to hear on the big speakers. So, and if people can enjoy it, it's a fulfilling job, you know?
Yeah, and it sounds amazing. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you. All right, appreciate it.
And so now we're going to carefully work our way to the food truck, which is responsible for providing a lot of the food here in the after party. Now, we're here with a food truck, Nomi Street, and the food is amazing. Here's one of the owners of the food truck, and we're going to get a few words from him. Hello. Good, good. I just wanted to talk to you and tell you how amazing your food was. It was delicious. So I just wanted to ask if I could get your name and how you got in touch with this parade today to serve your delicious food.
My name is Lum with Nami Street. I got in contact with Angel, who is the coordinator for the whole Art Alliance. We've been doing that like 2 years now with them, and every time they need some help, we like to work with the community. I kind of like to help out with like a development of any city area that needs some help. Sometimes there's places that they don't want to come out, and we're the only one, okay, you know, sacrifice that. And we love trying to promote our city, you know, so we don't mind if when they call upon us, we just come out, yeah.
Yeah, and one thing I enjoyed about your food is it's a fusion of Vietnamese and I guess South Texas cuisine. Is that correct? Okay.
It is Vietnamese. It's mixed with Mexican. We have also, we don't have a menu today. We have a Greek, Euro. We have fish tacos. We have a lot of stuff that's not our truck, but we just do a seasonal thing. But with a very simple menu, we end up selling out almost every event we go out to. Yeah.
Now, for those watching this, if they want to find out more about your food and your food truck, where could they go? How could they find out more about you?
Yeah, we're right now working on our webpage because our webpage is down. But we're going to work where you can find us on our Facebook or Twitter at Nami Street Food Truck, and you'll see that. And we always post everywhere we go. Right now we're kind of in the making, maybe having another truck or two. So we're trying to work on that right now.
Okay, excellent. Do you eventually want to stay as a food truck, or do you want to eventually go with like a standstill business like a restaurant?
We're thinking about restaurant. We have a lot of investors that are trying to get with us to really promote it, and they want to hit us where we might do a franchise in the long term. But I'm one of the really common person that I like to keep everything important. I like to have a hole on every taco goes out. I want to make sure it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm praying about that and working on it to see what God wants us to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
And now, if I understand correctly, you've recently had the Food Network get in touch with you. Is that correct?
They were just trying to get us into what they call a restaurant startup. And we had a lady up north came down and tried our quesadillas. She did a review on it. I think it's Abby from the Food Network, and she rated us really high on that. We have other person trying to contact, but they kind of keep it quiet right now about it, and then so we're slowly working on those areas.
Okay, well, congratulations on your food truck and its success. Thank you for the food.
Thank you. Thank you.
I found you. Because you look like you're very comfortable in front of the camera, so I just wanted to get a few words from you. Can I get your name and how you found out about this parade?
Sure. My name's Ken Franco, and I am the Advancement Digital Marketing Manager at Houston Arts Alliance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very interesting title. So what does your typical day entail with what you do with the Houston Arts Alliance?
What's interesting about Houston Arts Alliance is that I never know what I'm doing on a daily basis. In the sense of our programming, our offerings are incredibly diverse. One day I can be focusing on assisting our grants department manage the distribution of funds that we allocate on behalf of the city of Houston, and another day I could be helping with the programming for Folk Life Traditional Arts or Civic Art and Design department, which manages and conserves and maintains the city of Houston's municipal art collection. So it really covers the gamut. I really never know what I'm going to do on a daily basis, but there's always a lot to do.
Yeah, I bet. And so how was the preparation like for this event today?
What's interesting about this is that we had a bit of a dry run with this kind of an event. Last year we had the first annual official Houston Slab Parade and Family Festival at McGregor Park, and it was comparable to this, but it was one specific car culture. It was slab. So we'd been to this before. We were familiar with the lay of the land. So this was really a bit of it wasn't the first time at a rodeo, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, art, cars, everything, right? Skateboards?
All the above. What makes me so happy about this event is that this is the first time I've actually seen different, diverse car cultures in Houston all in one place at one time. Absolutely loving it. I was thankful to have seen the diversity, the dichotomy, the mix happening between an art car next to a slab, next to a lowrider. That's uniquely Houston and exactly what we look for.
Yeah, and I agree. Yeah, there's some amazing art, amazing vehicles. Now, explain to the viewers that have heard that term slab what it is exactly.
Slab is an acronym, SLAB, and it stands for slow, low, and banking. And that is a car tradition that actually came from Southwest Houston, I believe it is. It's predominantly associated with African American communities, and it's what people associate with candy paint cars, with elbows or rims. Some people call them pokes. They're the car that's associated with hip hop community in Houston. But that unique car culture started here, and it's spread across the world. So we love slab because it's something that's unique to the city and something that we actually came up with.
That's wonderful because that just shows the diversity that we have here in the city of Houston.
Well, more importantly, the impact and the reach. I mean, the things that come out of Houston always have a big impact.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for your words.
Thanks.
Yeah, what's next now for?
So our last event for Transported Renewed is Silos 3, Comunidad, and Matrices C. This is going to be held at the Buffalo Bayou Silos, right off the bayou, actually, and it is the final event for Transported Renewed. That will be a combination of performances from Frenetic Dance, possibly Dancing on the Water we're looking into. Besides that, projection art by a phenomenal artist you can find online at transportedrenewed.com, but essentially projections on silos, interesting interventions for that night, food trucks, entertainment. It's going to be a great time to be at the silos, which actually may not be around for much longer. I believe 3 months after this upcoming weekend's event, they're gone. But it's a great time to experience something unique, and it'll be the kind of event that you don't want to hear about the next day. You'll want to be there for it.
Right, absolutely. So that's transportedrenewed.com.
That's it, transportedrenewed.com.
Okay, thank you very much. And so that pretty much completes it for the live streaming. We're here live at Houston Media Source. Thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.